Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with football. The DJ Dunga Stag Small Goals competition continues on the Miku Court this weekend. 8 teams are in contention for this widely coveted title. DJ Dunga McDonald is the main organizer of this event.
The DJ Dunga Stag Court football continues tomorrow on the Miku Court from 6 p.m. We have 8 teams which we'll be choosing four of the best from tomorrow night for semi-finals next week Saturday. I'm asking persons from the Mikud community, and of course, to make the Mikud Court, their line tomorrow, as we expect the best, from those 8 teams. Once again, we'll be choosing 4 of the best teams tomorrow on the Mikud Court, to make it through semi-finals next week Saturday.
Well, action gets underway on Saturday, 21st April 2018 from 6 p.m. As is customary with people from Miku, music will be bumping all night long, with entertainment also expected from local artists this time around. Of course, DBS Sports and St. Lucia Sports Online will be around. Well, now for an announcement, a youth and sports enthusiasts in the Roseau Valley area, which would include Jacmel, Mondo, Millet and all the surrounding communities, are invited to a meeting on Wednesday, 18th April 2018 at the Jacmel Community Center. The meeting is scheduled to commence at 7 p.m. sharp, and I do mean sharp. The meeting will be held in an effort to re-establish an active youth and sports council in the area. Please make a special effort to attend and be on time. The Castries of Football Council SLFA Northern Zone of Football League continues on the weekend. In the under-10 matches on Saturday, April 14th at the Corinth playing field at 10 a.m. on the field A, VSCDC Pineal under-10s will take on GMC United. At 10 a.m. on field B, Valley Soccer Club will take on Flow Lancers FC. Now at 10:45 a.m. on field A, B1 they will come up against New Generation, while at 10:45 a.m. on field B, Big Players they take on Massey Stars Northern United. Now in the under-17 matches on Saturday, April 14th at the Corinth playing field at 12 p.m. Valley Soccer Club they come up against FC Pioneers. At 2 p.m. Bays they play Flow Lancers FC, while at the Leclerc playing field from 3 p.m. New Generation they take on VSCDC Lucas Aid under-17s. Well, matches continued in the Adventist Premier League in what was considered an interesting encounter between the Grosley District and the Maranatha Eagles. Maranatha, they won the toss and chose to bowl first. Grosley District scored 144 for 6 with a stunning innings by M. Brett. He scored 50 of 41 deliveries, and D. Albert scored 38 of 41 deliveries. Best bowling figures for Maranatha Eagles was by Craig Eliodor with 2 for 25 in 4 overs. Now, the captain for the Maranatha Eagles, Robert Reddy, he failed to score double figures this time around after being bowled by Alan Ashby for only 4. A stark contrast to his 40 runs of 8 deliveries in their previous game. Well, the Maranatha Eagles replied by scoring a well-fought 101 all-out, with Sexius Craig scoring 27 of 20 deliveries and Armani Raymond scoring 15 of 12 deliveries. Wooded Islands player John L. Eugene, he captured the best bowling figures for Grosley District with 2 wickets for 21 runs. Well, Brett, he captured the coveted man of the match title. Now, West Indies star batsman Chris Gayle insists he has not lost any of the passion or hunger for the sport of cricket, despite being relegated to the Indian Premier League. Now, that's in the sidelines. So, the 38-year-old Gayle, the record T20 run scorer, almost missed out on the tournament entirely, as a recent dip in form from the last couple of seasons had made the batsman less attractive for IPL suitors. Gayle was eventually rescued in the 3rd round of the draft by the Kings 11 Punjab, but not drafted in the capacity that he had grown accustomed to as one of IPL's most explosive and expensive players. The big left-hander was instead picked up by the franchise as a reserve. Despite no longer being in the limelight, Gayle maintains he is still eager to get out on the pitch and perform at a high level and eagerly awaits the opportunity. I am fit and still hungry for the games. The fans always want to see entertainment as much as possible, so I'm trying to stay around for as long as possible, Gayle said. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, you don't want to miss a so sad moment of the week. Welcome back. Now, in the wake of being named one of Wisden's 5 cricketers of the year, West Indies middle order batsman Shai Hope has expressed his gratitude to West Indies, Cricket West Indies and Barbados Cricket Association. A 24-year-old Barbadian was on Wednesday named alongside the 3 of England's Women's World Cup winning side, along with Essex fast bowler Jamie Porter. Now, the criteria for 5 Cricketers of the Year award revolve around performances in England, both in domestic and international cricket played in the country. Now, Hope enjoyed an outstanding series against England last summer when he scored twin hundreds in a famous West Indies win at Headingley. Now, Hope said he was honoured to be named amongst Wisden's 5. Absolutely honoured to be awarded one of Wisden's 5 Cricketers of the Year, Hope posted on Twitter. Thanks to CWI and BCA for their support and assistance leading up to this event. An enormous thank you to the directors of John Wisden & Co. for selecting me for this immense accolade. Well, the last West Indies player to be named among the Wisden's 5 Cricketers of the Year that was Marlon Samuels, that's in 2013. Now, among the Windies players who have received the honour are Brian Lara in 1995, Curtly Ambrose and Richie Richardson in 1992, Jeffrey Dujon in 1989, Larry Gomes in 1985, and Alvin Kalicharan in 1983. Wow. Okay, so we now take a report on the Commonwealth Youth Games from radio sportscaster Michael Midget-Pierre.
Wake to the very pleasant news that St. Lucian Albert Reynolds has qualified for the final of the javelin event. Competing in Group A, he finished 3rd in 78.10 meters. This round was won by Anderson Peters of Grenada, 80.49 meters. Meanwhile, there was once again disappointment for Jamaicans Elaine Thompson as she failed to medal in the final of the 200 meters event. The race was won by Bohemian Shonai Miller Ubu in a time of 22.09 seconds. The silver was captured by Sherika Jackson of Jamaica, 22.18 seconds, who incidentally was presented with a medal by Jamaican Usain Bolt. 3rd was England's Diana Asher-Smith, 22.29 seconds, who narrowly pipped Thompson on the line. The men's event was captured by Trinidadian Jaron Richards in 20.12 seconds, following the disqualification of England's Daniel Hughes for lane obstruction at the finish line. Jamaican Warren Mayer could only manage 7th in 20.71 seconds. The women's 400 meters hurdles was won by Genevieve Russell of Jamaica, 54.33 seconds, with compatriot Rhonda White placing 4th in 55.02 seconds. The Caribbean made a clean sweep in the men's 400 meters hurdles event, with Kyron McMaster of the BVI capturing gold in 48.25 seconds. Taking the silver was Jeffrey Gibson of the Bahamas in a seasonal best of 49.10 seconds, while bronze went to Jamaican Jahil Hyde, 49.16 seconds. Meanwhile, South African Caster Semenya was the only athlete to run below 2 minutes, as she easily qualified for the 800 meters finals. In the fray is Jamaican Natalia Gould, who finished 2nd in the heat in a time of 2 minutes 00.74 seconds. To date, Australia had the table with 27 medals, 10 gold, 10 silver and 7 bronze, followed by Jamaica with 14, inclusive of 4 golds, 5 silver and 5 bronze, while South Africa lies 3rd with 12 medals, 4 golds, 3 silvers and 5 bronze. In the netball news, the long-anticipated semi-finals is scheduled for Saturday and will feature England against Jamaica and Australia against New Zealand. However, the following playoff matches have been materialized. 5th to 6th place, South Africa defeated Uganda 53-42. 7th to 8th, Northern Ireland got the better of Malawi 60-52. 9th to 10th, Scotland edged out Barbados 50-48 in overtime. And 11th to 12th place, Fiji mauled Wales 81-32.
Well, Laverne Spencer and Janelle Schaefer will be in competition tomorrow. Now, Arsenal reached the Europa League semi-finals with a 6-3 aggregate win over CSKA Moscow.
Coutinho's first involvement. Chaff towards the back post and Jet for the save, and Chaloff puts in the rebound. 1-0, and suddenly everybody here starts believing that something dramatic might happen in this arena too. Golovin invited to shoot, he does, it swerved as well. Nababkin, 2! Oh my goodness me! Now this really gets took advantage. Keo Nababkin.
No, it's
from Arsenal. Let's see where they can take it. Welbeck, Al-Neni, and Welbeck's in here, and there's the goal Arsenal wanted. That might be the goal that takes them to the semi-finals. Brilliantly created when they needed it most, and splendidly finished by Danny Welbeck. Al-Neni and Ramsey in a one-on-one here. Finishes it brilliantly. Him again in the Europa League, levels it up on the night and confirms Arsenal's place in the semi-finals of the Europa League with a midnight goal.
Well, Ramsey's goal in stoppage time made certain of their progress into the last 4, alongside Atletico Madrid, Marseille and Salzburg. Well, now for our so sad moments of the week. Gianluigi Buffon will go down in history as Italy's greatest goalkeeper. Though he lifted the World Cup, Buffon was never able to win the Champions League. Thing is, he may never get to do so. Now, was it a penalty? It depends on who you ask. Half will say yes, another half will say no. But at the end of the day, Real Madrid are through to the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Now, this is while what many would think is his last Champions League appearance, Gianluigi Buffon was shown a red card. Sad. But was that sadder? Was that a sadder moment this week and Barcelona giving up a 3-goal lead to Roma? I don't think so. Dzeko buried Barca. Roma scored 3 at home to reach the Champions League semi-finals for the first time. Well, some may argue that both occurrences may be just as sad. But whatever the case is, 2 greats, Lionel Messi and Gianluigi Buffon, will be at home, seated on a couch, drinking beer and fatting while they watch the Champions League semi-finals on TV. And that, my friends, is sad. So sad. That's sport. See you guys in Miku. DBS News continues after the break.